Hey guys, so I just realized that I hadn't really given you guys an update on how our garden is doing, and it is now, the day that I am filming this is July 18th, and so we are starting to get a lot of growth in our garden in the backyard. We have a bunch of different vegetables out there, and actually last night last night before we went to bed, my godmother turned the sprinkler on and ran it in the garden for a little bit. And this morning, she noticed when she went out there to turn the sprinkler on again for a little bit that some deer had gotten into our carrots. So hopefully we still have some carrots left because, you know, deer can be a little ravenous, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on how the garden is doing and kind of show you guys how it looks and things like that. And if I have time, I will also show you guys the progress of my sunflowers. I haven't been down there to check on them for a while, so I honestly don't even know if they ever came up. I guess we can find out together, but I do want to go outside and show you the garden and show you how things are doing out there. So if you're interested, come along with me on this little journey to the outdoors. Okay, so let me show you guys the garden here. As you can see, we did the teepee style for the beans, or beans, can't remember which, maybe both. Last year we had it set up like through the center right here on strings, but Taffy, my godmother's dog, ran through it and tore it all down. So we decided to try this way this year. You can kind of see things are starting to wind their way up, especially over here. Let me get this one so you guys can see. You can see it's starting there, but check out these ones. Look how tightly they're wound around the branches there. And I don't really see very many peas or beans. There's one over there, if you can see it, but my godmother had recently pulled a bunch yesterday, so there probably won't be a whole lot. And this pink flower right here is actually our sage. My godmother thinks she accidentally pulled some of our sage out, or most of it, because she thought it was a weed. But look how pretty that is. Our pretty little sage. At least we have some. And then I think this is our zucchinis here with the yellow flowers, which I'm glad to see that because we didn't have a whole lot of growth on zucchinis last year. I think we got like one, and it was only like this big. And then she has lettuce over there too. But we actually made a salad out of the lettuce, so we don't have as much as we did before. And while I'm out here with you guys, I just want to tell you guys that this over here, just past the garden here, is where my property is going to be. So like when I get the tiny house stuff going or figure out what I'm going to do there, this over here is going to be my property. Obviously we have a lot of work to do as far as like taking trees down and making space for it, but this right here would be my driveway. That's my driveway down there, and over there is where my property is. Technically the garden is on part of my property, but I would leave the garden there how it is. And this property goes back all the way to a sand dune. So now I am going to go down to where the sunflowers are and show you guys, but this is how the garden is doing currently. Okay, so this is where I planted the sunflowers, and I don't know if that's a sunflower or not, but as you can see, I don't think they really took. This turned out to be a lot darker of a space than I think we originally thought it would. But yeah, it's on this side of the garage with all of these trees right here. So yeah, I don't think the sunflowers really ever took off. I'm not seeing any, but oh well. We can always try again next year.